been a few weeks since I've done this sort of labour, you know, this sort of work. Oh, you get out of shape so fast. So I feel like I need to really stretch out, but I'm aching and I've only just started. It's as if you need like a few days build up every time to really get into it. Anyway, brush. What I'm doing here is going to put a trough of a foundation in to build a platform where the septic tank will go, because the house is just here and I'm told it's more sensible to have a septic tank that's near the house, so not too much pipe work between the house and it, and then also somewhere accessible where I guess one of these vans can come that, you know, take it all the way, can get to. So I figure if I put it here I can hide it nicely, a little wall, a good bit of planting around it, and it'll just be invisible, and then the runoff is, as I said before, down the field. So I'm just going to dig a nice trench, put some footings in there, so I'll use all the rubble from the from pulling down the kitchen wall, so that'll all come down here, make it solid. And then I'll probably use a lot of those fence posts actually, because they're all just sat there waiting to be used, and this sort of thing could be good for it. Really solid base, because I imagine those things are probably a ton, maybe 2 ton, I guess, when they're full of water and stuff. So yeah, proper footing, and that's what I'm doing. Beautiful day, bit hot. I'm at that stage now where I'm just putting stuff down randomly and then forgetting about it, and then I can't find anything. So I'm looking for knee pads, because I need to be on my knees for ages. I've got tools in about 3 or 4 places, and I think the when I had it in there, it's not the easiest to pop in and out of that. So I think what I'm going to do, I'll use this. So I can drag that washing machine out nice and dry, fairly clean, so it's a good little tool storage, I think. And bring all the tools in from the garage into here, and then also all the stuff I've got in there. Oh dear, fresh rat poo. One person in the comments said, you know, he wouldn't be surprised if they're back. Well, not that there's a prize for that, but you were right. There's my knee pads. That's what I'm doing this whole thing for. Right down the back of this shelving thing. So I found them. Now here's the bit I didn't even think about. I've gone this far in, I haven't even thought whether it's going to fit or not. It's going to fit, just but I got this pipe in the way. Oh well. That was easier than I thought. Alright, let's see if we can get it in. Oh dear. These are the jobs that slow it all down. You think, oh, it'll only take me half an hour, and then I'll be here for 2 hours. At the moment, there's no sign. There's no sign of rat poo in there, which is quite pleasing. Metal shelves with that saw on the back wall looks like a horror movie, doesn't it? The sort of thing you see in a horror movie. I'll take that out now, so no guests get scared if they go in there. Oh, well, last night I didn't actually film it. I came out late. And the moon wasn't full, but it was really, really bright. And tonight, what's that, a day or two away from full moon, and it should be clear tonight, so it could be. When it's clear at night here, yeah, you don't need any outside lighting. It's amazing. I don't think I've ever felt like get that in a city in England. Light pollution and all that, I suppose. But it's amazing to come outside and it be bright. So you don't need a torch. Yeah, it's lovely actually. Anyway, it's not all work. So, good day done. Long day, and sunset looks good. So, this is kind of what I bought it for. So you got to enjoy it when it's here. I mean, the weather might not be the same for the next few days. So enjoy it while it is as it is. So enjoy it while it looks nice. I think this sky tonight should really pop. You know, that bright red, deep red sunset. We'll see. Cheers. Alright, so here's the plan for this piece. I was in two minds what to do with this wall. Part of me was going to put like a thin brick on it, and then in a thin brick all this corner, but I wonder if it's then just going to be too, I don't know, make it feel too small. So what I think I'll do, I'll just keep all that rounded like plastic white, and then I'll thin brick this, because I don't like the red. I will put the thin brick around the edge of this. I'm getting a tile for the inside of the fireplace, which will give a little bit of warmth, a bit of light, a bit of reflection. And the colour scheme of this should continue through from the lounge into the kitchen. That's the plan. But this bottom bit here is where I'm a bit undecided, because part of me was thinking of getting a decent brick and, I don't know, put them like a fixed pattern. But now I see it as rustic as it looks, all uneven. I quite like it. So I wonder what colour these actually are for clean them, and then would they take a little bit of a colour in, and then because I can reset the level, I can get loads of, make sure they're all flat, and then have the fireplace sat on them. So, or even as rustic as it looks, if I figure out where the four legs of the fireplace are going to be and make sure those four pads effectively are solid, and then I just randomly place cement them in, obviously, fix them in, randomly place them around it so it looks a bit uneven, like an old cobbled street. So I think I need to clean these up, see what they look like, clean all this out, take this front off and decide how the front's going to look. This floor's all definitely coming up. I think I'll keep the kitchen floor, which I showed in a previous video. Somebody sent me a link, there's a cleaner chemical that might bring it all back, so that could be good. And then yesterday when I was at the builder's merchant, I found some tile, terracotta tiles about this big, and they come in two finishes. It's almost like a sandpaper finish, and then there's a smooth finish. I think one's around €1.60, one's around €1.90 per tile. So I'll figure out the floor in here and the hallway in the new terracotta. Keep the existing floor because it's flat, it's solid, it's good. The level of this might change as well because of the door that's going in. So there's a bit of working out on this, which leaves me going to make this a little bit lower so then I can catch up. I'm not explaining myself very well, am I? There's so many things to figure out at this point. I've got to make it up as I go along, but I kind of want to get the fireplace in and out of the way, even though it's coming into spring and summer. This is it, I'm like 6 months behind on these things because I've been told, don't touch a thing. I stupidly listened. Alright, that's the plan. Let's see what happens. Right, it's only a quick clean, so see how they dry, and how they lay out. See, this is the bit I'm struggle with, if I'm honest. I can see the whole house, how it's going to be finished, what's going to look inside and outside, the terraces, the patio. The swales, as everyone's mentioning, get some swales in, so that's looking good. What I'm going to do with the barns and thing, I can visualise all that. It's just the detail. What stone is going to go in the footings or the bed of the fireplace? It's those little things that I struggle with. And you look on Pinterest, some amazing things on there, and you just got to wonder: are they thrown together by people like me, or are they put together by designers who do this full time, every day, and they're experts at it? And then they've got a big budget, and they've got skilled craftspeople putting it all together for them. You got to wonder. So I like how rustic they're looking. I'm sure I could get them all even with a bit of patience and the bedding of it. It's the colour, isn't it? I'll do a few more. Lay them out. And to see what it looks like. Alright, let's go from there. No hidden treasure, no buried bones. That's a good sign, I think. Well, maybe not the treasure, that would be nice, eh? So they've had a good chance to dry now. I didn't clean them properly. I think I could probably clean them a lot better. But looking at it, there'll be a terracotta floor, so you know, this sort of colour, terracotta, rustic-ish finish, or engineered obviously, so they're proper corners and everything. They're not as beat up as these things. So is that too much? It might look alright on the fireplace as a base. I think I might wait for the tiles to arrive, or certainly the sample tile, which is going to take about a week, the lady said, to arrive, and then see how it goes from there, because like I say, I struggle with these bits. We'll see. It'll come together. It'll just get dirty anyway, won't it, when the fire's on, and I'm never going to clean out the fire. I'm not going to clean out the fire every week, am I? This is living. It's not Instagram, or it's not Pinterest.
This is what I'm left with after having a quick smash and a quick look. Yeah, this bit here is different than what I pulled up over there.
Over there, it's a lot softer, which is nearer the kitchen. So I hope most of it's solid. It's just that edge piece that I found is soft. Oh, it's hard work, isn't it? Right, time for a breather. It's getting hot in there and it's blowing a gale outside, so it's a good time to test this microphone and sound. Beautiful day. Where are we now? We're towards the end of March. If you're in a sun trap or a wind trap whatnot, you could definitely be sunbathing in this. This is amazing. Like I say, it's blowing quite hard, so if this sounds good, we're on a winner, and if it's working, then I'll put the links in. I've looked into that affiliate thing, so if you do click on something, there's a chance I might have affiliate linked it, because obviously I get a couple of quid if you do that. I'm not saying do it, but just to let you know that it might be affiliate links. And those who don't know what affiliate links are, basically I put a link on my page, it's unique to me. If you click that and you end up buying, the company the other end will give me a cut. I don't know how much it is. It could be a few percent, it could be a fixed rate, I don't know yet, but I'll get something. So that's what affiliate is, and most people on YouTube do it. And you know, you've got to be really honest and transparent about these things. If this sounds good, what is this kit? It's a GoPro Hero 9 and it's got the media pack, but it's got an extra microphone on top. And I've used that microphone now on a few videos where it wasn't so windy, and it definitely was good. And I use the headphones anyway. I've used the headphones for years. They're really good. Bluetooth headphones, amazing quality and a really good price. But like I said, this is about house building, not about affiliates and stuff. But anyway, I'm rambling. I stare at this all the time thinking, I should take that down. And I'm even talking about it now. I thought the wind might have blown it off, but I should take it down, shouldn't I really? Close the door for my new storage room. Okay, so that's a good test. All right, morning everyone. It's late actually. I've had what a week. What am I going to do? So I've woken up and I'm feeling like I'm a bit disorganized again. I've sort of let things creep up on me, as in leaving stuff lying around, and I haven't really got a proper plan. I think I want to make space in this room and really go at this room over this weekend. I've got a few days now because it's a bank holiday in the UK, so I've got some days off. And I got 4 days to go at it, should we say. Fireplace needs doing, although the bricks haven't arrived and the tiles haven't arrived, they're on order, so that's behind already. And I think I really need to get on with this corner here and put the office in, because I'm a bit crammed in the bedroom. And I also think sitting at the window there would be quite nice. I do sit at the window in the other room, but it's not the same. I'm just looking out at the bank, the mud bank. Whereas here, I think I can get an angle right across the field. And when I'm on those long Teams calls, I know a lot of you are retired and you've missed out on the Teams generation, but Teams meetings, they go on. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to tidy up, make some space. Now the weather's changing, I feel more comfortable putting some things back outside, or I can put them in the garage actually. And then I'm gonna be free to do the lounge, this dining kitchen area, and then the kitchen. I really want to get on with the kitchen, but I'm conscious I could start 10 jobs and finish none. I was saying in another clip, and I don't know if I've edited that in or not, but I'll just say it again. What I think my plan now is, I'm going to do as many jobs as I can and go as far as I can, and then start another job. And then let's say I get 4 jobs going where I go to a certain point and then I need some help. I think then I could probably get some help in to help me finish those 4 or 5 jobs off. And then that person disappears for a while, and then I can get back on and start 4 or 5 other jobs. So getting help is difficult. I really appreciate everyone offering help. I really do. I mean, if this was in real time, I'd love people to come. I really would. I'm close to having somebody come and sit at the house, because they can work from here and they visit and stuff. So house sitters help me out. Quite intrusive for this YouTube thing. But anyway, I ramble. What am I saying? Okay, so clear this space. I think that'll be good for me. How I can really make this good, start to render that up and get it tidy. And then also the ceilings, I can sort of scratch them all down or clean them all back with a brush and start to fill all the little gaps in there. And maybe point that piece. So maybe even this weekend I get this little zone here finished and bits and bobs elsewhere. That's good. And then I think my next big job, if I can get to it, start this lounge, get this clear, set out the flooring, because I'm going to raise the floor ever so slightly, leave gaps where the plumbing, and then leave gaps for the wiring, where the wiring will go. So I can get all that set out and marked out. And if I've got even a temporary floor in there, the sofa can go in there. And I can even just put a telly in there, so I can have a different space to relax in. Yeah, because at the moment I relax on the bed, read on the bed. It's not quite warm enough to sit outside yet. I have the odd evening out there. Well, that's a long one. It's too long.
5 bags of plaster, 5 bags of sand, 33 euros. It's alright. I think that's alright, to be fair. The bricks I wanted, the rustic bricks I wanted, they don't stock, so it's an order, and they only do it by the pallet load. So I need to be more organised for that sort of order.